Okay, let's see if we are live on Facebook. Doesn't say if we are. Let's just see if we are. Yes, it looks like we are live on Facebook now. So it's showing a green screen. All right, it's been quite a process getting started, but I am here, sliding in. You know, there was a song that was like, our love is alive, and so we begin, foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is a flame, burning within. And I think I might be muted. Hold on, let me just check. Still doing this technological stuff. I'm going to X out of Facebook now. And okay, all right. So it goes, foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. That's what I feel like today. I feel like I'm just kind of stumbling through into the portal. And you know, like, am I alive? Am I dead? I'm asleep. Am I awake? Am I, sort of like half plugged in? It's like the computer wouldn't start, and then my password for Facebook going live was wrong, and trying to get the code, all the things you have to do. It's funny because this camera will go blurry. It'll as I move, it doesn't quite adjust. I got to figure that out. But for now, here we are. And just to get centered, I'm going to play my crystal bowl a little bit and just kind of, just play a little bit of music. And I think I'll do a little screen share of some kind of a pretty picture to figure out what will I share with y'all. I'm going to share my screen, I know that, which currently just isn't that thrilling, but let's get a pretty picture. There's me and Frank. Oh, here's our trip to Ocean Shores. We went on a beautiful trip to Ocean Shores. Most of these pictures are portrait, not landscape, so, oh, dum-de-dum-de-doo. Let's just see. I don't think I want that one. Okay, here's a little, okay, just looking around for a picture that you all might like while I do this. Here's some beautiful, this is one of my favorite pictures of all time, so maybe I'll just put this one up. I think it might have me and Elizabeth's picture on it. Yeah, this is one of my favorite pictures, so we'll just put that up for the sound healing. All right. So this bowl is a D sharp, which is the second chakra, the sacral chakra, the womb space. The watery womb. Even if you're in a male body, you've definitely been born in a body that had a womb, so you have the echo of that watery womb. So we're going to talk a moment, speak a moment about this great equinox portal. This beautiful equinox portal combined with the solar eclipse coming on March 29th is a potent combination. Anytime there's a gateway like the equinox, it's always a choice point. The energies are magnified in this portal for what we align with. So if we align with our highest trajectory, which really comes through our alignment with gratitude and appreciation for all of life, our oneness with all of life, gratitude and appreciation have the effect of opening the DNA to the higher frequencies. It's amazing. I think the feeling of gratitude, the state of gratitude, is one of the highest, most direct paths to aligning with abundance and with this choice point, right? Into sending our rocket ship into what we want to see, what we want to have. And of course, there's a lot of chaos going on in the world. So it's easy to not be in gratitude and not be in appreciation, right? So that's the big challenge, I think, right now. How do we be in gratitude for all? I mean, I was looking into sort of the galactic history yesterday to kind of prepare for this event. And this is an event that we are going through on planet Earth. We are going from a fear-based, carbon-based structure into a totally love-based, crystalline-based structure while fully conscious, while fully awake and conscious. Now, normally when planets move from 3D to 5D, they have to they are lifted in a portal through the Earth, through the stargate of that planet. The stargates line up and we connect to 5D Earth, and we basically just go there. We merge with it and go there. And when that happens, you do not consciously pass through the time of shedding all the fear and moving the body, transmuting the body one layer at a time while you're fully conscious. In that case, you wake up in the new earth and you have a strange dream that you were in duality. You don't remember it very well. Like everyone's coming to this great community feast in the morning, walking on the green grass, and they're like, "Did you have a weird dream last night?" Literally, that's what it's like. You're wiping the sleep out of your eyes. The sleep is your entire time in 3D. But this time, because we are consciously moving up one step at a time, we have this incredible possibility of carrying all of our memories with us. And this makes for a chance to be so appreciative as we rise into the dawn of a world that is without struggle, without strife, without competition, without separation, as we begin to birth a world of unity consciousness that really eliminates so much of the suffering that we knew in separation consciousness. And so instead of just thinking, oh, it was a dream I had, we go, no, we were in that reality. And then we can appreciate, our heart that's weary of separation, weary of grief and isolation and illusion and feeling left out and feeling like you're behind, all the feelings that come up in a society of competition, separation, and highly individualistic. You know, in our tribal times, and those that still live in indigenous tribes, they don't really suffer from these things. They don't have this profound illness of individualism, capitalism. They don't carry that. It's just, you are a beautiful part of the tribe. When you are born, we sing your song. You know, you are a note in the chord of our beautiful tribe. And so that's what we're going back to in 5D Earth. That is the experience that we have of 3D Earth in tribal societies is the closest thing to the platform of unity consciousness, right? And I believe we will be returning to the land to find eco-villages and live as tribal beings again, only this time we're moving into an entirely new paradigm. So that's a little bit about what I wanted to say. And I have a song that's just kind of on the tip of my tongue here. It's called I Remember. I remember, it's in my bones. I remember, it's in my blood. I remember, it's in my cells. I remember well. Oh, I remember oneness with all life. I remember a world beyond strife. I remember dancing as one in one circle under the sun. My body is waking to greet the new dawn. My body is waking to sing the earth song, like threads reaching out, hands reaching out to threads in the night to birth this new earth of light. Well, I remember we're from the stars. I remember the sweetness is ours. I remember dancing as one in one circle under the sun. In one circle under one sun. In one circle under one sun. So remembering we are one in the great web of life. We are one in the great web of life. We are one life, one love, one beating heart of everything. We are a part. We are one voice, one song, singing through the night, birthing a universe of light. The kitty cat and the flower, the rabbit and the tree are part of the life that flows through you and me. The sun and the planet, the stars and the moon, sun and the planets are all happy, healed, and free. It's a dream of unity. It's the dream of you and me. It's the dream that we are already dancing as one. Hold the vision that we're already dancing, that we're already living as one. Let light shine into the darkest place on earth. Let every soul know its true worth. Let love rain from the heavens above. Let every soul be wrapped in love. So we feel that beautiful self-worth, right? Let light shine into the darkest places in our bodies and in the earth body. Let every soul know its true worth. Let love reign from the heavens above. Let every soul be wrapped in love. And so let us just feel ourselves as the children. The earth is a child of her divine mother in Andromeda. We are the children of the divine mother that exists within us. Let us feel that beautiful child and all of this wounding that has been incurred in separation consciousness, severed from our home frequency. And let's bring that home frequency of love back to our child and see this frequency of worth, infinite worth, not worth that's dependent on production or image or glamour, worth that is unconditionally given because we are citizens of love. So as we tune in and maybe imagine holding your inner child on your lap, I will hold mine too. Let us bring the messages of love, of fortification, that you have all you need inside you. You are the treasure. You are the gift. You are the garden. It's all in your own union with yourself that this fullness comes. It's not from anything outside of you, right? It's not from a person. It's not from a place. It's not from an achievement. It is from your own union with your own self-love. That is the Alpha and the Omega. It all started there. It all ends there. To be in alignment with our highest timeline, we must return to the self in every way. Returning to the self. I had another kind of addiction experience. This time it wasn't really romantic love, but it was almost a romantic sisterhood memory. It was a combination between someone who represented my sister and the Divine Mother. And the portal got poisoned. And once again, I was led back to myself. Beyond the rise and the fall, one flame burns beyond it all. It's in the self. So, I'm trying to think of our song. So as you're holding your inner child, let's just send her lots of love, or him, all the different genders, the gender fluid, just the child identity, just feeling that child. What does the child need to hear? I love you just as you are. You are a shining star. There's nothing you need to. Don't need to be on the billboard or high on the financial abundance dream. Just gotta breathe in and out and be alive. You're a gem, you're a star just because you exist. Nothing to reject, nothing to resist. Everywhere you look, so many advertisements of all that you are supposed to be. But just stay right here in this moment with me, and I will tell you, you are infinite love. I will tell you, you came from the stars above. There is nothing in this external world that could make you more loved. You are already held in my heart, lifted up as a beautiful, beautiful one, lifted up as a treasure of earth and sun. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, sweet, beautiful one. Shining and glimmering, you are the morning sun. My mom is calling me right now. And since nobody's here right now, I think I'm just going to take this call for a minute. Just going to mute myself here on Zoom. But I'll be right back. Oh, okay. I guess I could call her back. Still, she's going through a lot right now, so I'm going to go ahead and go to her. But I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay, I can't seem to get to my mom right now. It's just not working. In fact, I'm just gonna mute everything on my phone. I like to just check and see if anyone's with me on Facebook. Okay, so as we fill our inner child with that self-love and that sense of infinite worth, it can really help all the voices that can come in from a world that's very focused on external glamour and external achievement, and just let ourselves feel loved, let ourselves feel connected. Oh, connected to that beautiful river of light that's always flowing in the core of our beings. We are made of this love. Okay, so I had said we'd talk about the gene keys. Let's talk a little bit about the gene keys of this time. So right now we are in, and through this eclipse, well, it will change when the eclipse comes, but I'm going to talk about the gene keys of this equinox, right? We are in gene key 25, which is universal love. And it's a powerful gene key, one of my best friends. It's her life's work, or her life's purpose, actually. Now look at this beautiful deck. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm going to look at the gene key 25 and read the story. This has beautiful allegories to help us understand the gene keys. So gene key 25, universal love. At its highest frequency, it represents universal love. That is a very powerful, unbelievable potential, right? But as in all the gene keys, we have to travel through the shadow frequencies to get to the city, the highest frequency, right? It's an alchemical journey of resurrection through those frequencies. So let's look at the shadow frequency of gene key 25. It is, take a guess, what's like the opposite of universal love? When you think of universal love, you think of, the last part rhymes with mansion. Expansion, right? The expanded heart that encases everything in creation. That's gene key 25, right? It's like, so what might be the total opposite of that? Well, let's do the rhyme game again. It sounds a lot, actually, it has almost all the same letters as conviction. Actually, no, it is missing a lot of the letters. Okay. Restriction, right? Like you're harnessed and restricted and bound and in bondage and right? And so that constriction at the shadow frequency moves all the way into universal love through the gift of, what do you think that gift is? What would allow us to actually begin to turn constriction into expansion? Okay. It's a beautiful virtue, powerful word, acceptance. So we move from the very unhappy state of constriction to the bliss of expansion and universal love by way of acceptance. It's interesting because like every time I work through healing a trauma, one of the main commands is allow and accept with love. Allow and accept all with love, which is the perfect example of this gene key in action. Allow and accept all with love. So that is the gene key and of the day, which goes, I think, until the 19th? No, today's the 19th. Must be the 24th that we switch over into the next set of keys, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But let's look at the universal love card. Let's look at the gene key 25 card and the gene key 25 story. These are such beautiful cards. So we have, these cards show you the gift. So we're looking for the gift of acceptance and some kind of a story that I imagine is going to show us acceptance. That's a lot of cards as I sit here going through them. Probably should have set them aside, but I rolled out of bed a little bit late here. So we talked about the name of this event, or the description. I talked about the end of the Kali Yuga. These are Hindu. Yuga is a Hindu word. The Kali Yuga is the darkest age, literally the darkest age. So we're kind of in that place of it's the darkest right before the dawn stage. And we are exiting the Kali Yuga. As of March 21st, I am told, in this equinox portal, we fly out of the night. Now, what does that mean? I mean, we're not all of a sudden going to just have everything heal and everything be fixed, but the big cleanup can now really start to happen as we're given access to these higher frequencies of love. It's probably the last card. I can't even believe it. Actually, I don't even see it in here. Okay. So acceptance, where are you? I accept that I'm having trouble finding acceptance. All right. So I'm just going to take a moment. I don't know why I'm not finding it. Maybe I took it out in a reading and didn't put it back. Ah, there it is. So this is a lovely face. Look at this. Isn't that a beautiful face? That's the face that this deck is showing us for acceptance. It's such a beautiful card. So let's look at the story for acceptance. The path of love is the path of acceptance. In order to accept something about yourself, and especially something uncomfortable, it must first be recognized. My wisdom story. I grew up in a strict household where boys were expected to be strong. Even when my beloved older brother died from an illness, I wasn't allowed to cry. I took all of the pain and vulnerability inside of me and buried it deep within. I married at a young age to a kind, sensitive woman who took care of our home and gave me 2 sons. I provided for my family, but I was emotionally ignorant and constricted. There's the shadow, right? There were times my wife would ask me if I was happy. Not knowing what to say, I'd tell her I was fine. Until the day my firstborn son died, my wife's broken heart flowed like a river, while mine turned to ice. I wouldn't allow his name to be spoken, and forced my wife to get rid of anything that reminded me of our son. Then I became obsessed with things, my house, my money, my wife, my child. They were all mine. I forbade my wife and youngest son from leaving the house. If they showed signs of emotional weakness, I became cold or exploded with rage. At times I could barely breathe. I was engulfed by a fear so primal it pervaded every moment of every day. I hated that fear and lashed out at anyone who reminded me of it. I was completely unreachable. It wasn't until I discovered that my wife had kept a picture of our firstborn and saw my son's terror as I raised my hand to strike her, that I collapsed onto the floor, shaking like a leaf. Though I didn't deserve it, my wife and son held me until my tears thawed out my heart. My breath deepened. My body gave way to the grief of my entire life. Finally, a love, lightness, and softness came over me. My wife and son that we had never known. This was many years ago, but it marked the beginning of a blessed and joyous family life, filled with love, poems, whirling dancers, and mystical celebrations. Look into my eyes, and you will feel the love that comes from accepting and being accepted in one's darkest wounds. So there he is, accepting and being accepted in one's darkest wounds. When I look into your eyes, I see innocence and trustworthiness, a deep optimism that remains untouched. No matter what has happened in your life, I know from experience just how difficult it can be to experience true acceptance of yourself, of another, like me. You will be tested in this life, but I am here to reassure you that if you commit yourself to embracing your deepest wounds, no matter how deep and painful they are, you will find that there is no wound in this whole world that you cannot bear or embrace. Worries and grudges will naturally slip away, and wherever you go, you will know in the depths of your heart that you belong. I come to bathe you in the warmth of unconditional and universal love. You are so worthy. Isn't that beautiful? So that's really the theme as we go into this equinox. That is our beautiful guiding theme, acceptance. And so the questions for us are, what experience from your past have you not yet fully accepted? I don't know about you, but I have quite a few that I'm still having trouble really accepting. Actually coming to this earth, the choice to actually come here is one of those things that I'm really struggling to accept. But yeah, so as you're thinking, just feel into what experiences. Some of the other ones are just like, for me, accepting that I swallowed a program of this 3D reality that has not served me hardly at all. And that I'm having to find my own way. But for all these years, it's been a program that's been stifling my very being. So just accepting that. Let's look at the next one. What wound are you refusing to feel? How can you give expression to that wound? To a person? In a poem? It's another one, another good question. Here's a beautiful one. Have you ever opened up to your pain and discovered a greater capacity for love and a deeper connection with the world? When have you experienced universal love? How did it feel? That's a beautiful one, isn't it? Just feeling into that. One time I was on a flight, just a flight from, I think, LA to Portland, and I got up to use the restroom, and I was kind of far back in the plane, and I was walking. As I came out of the restroom, I looked at all the people on the plane, and I felt like this divine mother essence in me that loved each one of them infinitely. It was like they were held in my own heart. And I was trapped behind the food cart. So I got quite a while to stand there and really feel this, oh my God, you are all in me. The awareness that I am surrounds all of you with this vast love. And I was contained in that love as well. So it's like this all-embracing mother love. The last question, if you can feel that you carry a very big wound, I invite you to seek support from someone, a counselor, a therapist, a spiritual guide, who can hold your hand as you move towards acceptance and liberate your heart. I find that there's so many layers of wounding. It's, but to have someone there, my housemates are really, really loving, and my husband, I hope you have someone really loving to hold you in these deeper, deeper shadows as we move from acceptance into universal love, and we move out of constriction. And to me, it's like forgiving the entire dream of falling into separation, and yeah. Okay, so that's a bit about Gene Key 25. Now, Gene Key 25's programming partner is Gene Key 46, which is, I'm not going to read the whole story on that one, but that one moves from seriousness to delight through the gift of, oh dear, what is the gift? Oh, it moves from seriousness to ecstasy through the gift of delight. Isn't that cool? Even the word delight, it's like delight. So moving from seriousness to ecstasy through the gift, through the practice of delighting in things. So what things can we delight in today? What can we delight in? I delight in my kitty cat. I delight in food. I delight in flowers. Let's just take some deep breaths and feel how that story dawned on us, and how those questions can be an inquiry that take us to excavate perhaps some wounds that need to be held in this great love. And the song that I have for universal love that I think is a really good one, I wrote it before menopause, so my voice has dropped a bit. It's kind of hard to get the higher octaves, but I will do my best to see what happens if I try to sing it. And this is called The One Heart. We are the one heart. We are the one. Oh, come on. We are the one heart. We are the one love that welcomes everything home. Guess what? This fingernail is way too long to make my guitar work. There we go. We are the max train that takes all the fear and all the pain and welcomes them home into the one heart of love. It takes all the fear and all the pain and welcomes them into the one heart of love. A love so awesome that it could accomplish forgetting so completely and coming home oh so sweetly for all the night in separation, all the night of our creation illumines our pathway home to love, knowing for the first time just who we are, that radiant shining star. shining near and far. There we are, that radiant shining star, universal love, shining near and far. There we are, developing the negatives in God's photo laboratory. Lots of negatives to dip into the solution, yeah? Of that universal love, finding ourselves as the solution, the one light, the resolution that melts everything home to love. Beyond the rise and the fall, one flame burns beyond it all. One earth turning, one heart yearning, one mind learning, one soul yearning, one soul yearning to come home. Right, and this is not a home beyond our bodies. This is a home as we expand into deeper acceptance and change the nature of our bodies from constriction to expansion. And it's amazing because it's only from this third dimensional reality that we have the power to birth into our diamond sun bodies, which is our next evolution as a human species. And like I said, this has never been done before. To go all the way from carbon-based, fear-based, to the heights of crystalline love-based. To go from the bowels of separation consciousness into the absolute rising of collective symphony of unity love. And to experience ourselves one step at a time, weaving with our soul families back to our eco-villages where we will live as prototypal selves in the body of unity. After such a cold, dark night, oh, how it feels so right, so warm and sweet and right to come home. And truly, we are coming home in our own bodies. Our organs, our glands, and our cells are coming into that same unity frequency. In fact, that has to happen first. That has to happen in tandem while we're finding each other in the world. Our bodies are mutating back into unity consciousness. Our organs are being ensouled once again as we throw off the false king of tyranny. And each organ rises sovereign as a note in the symphony of our whole being, changing the nature of our consciousness, our cells beginning to dance in the rhythm of the great master organ that is the heart, but all of the other organs playing their part to lift us beyond this compromised state where disease can enter us into a body of invincible light and love right here on this earth. So that's our great launching into unity consciousness, which is our trajectory. Those on the ascending timeline, this is our plan. This is where we're going. Back into that great oneness, within and without. We are the one heart. We are the one love that welcomes every the heart is the master center that welcomes every other chakra to dance in a circle around it, which creates the orb body. And this is where we're going. This diamond sun body is a body that we had on 5D Tara, on 5D Tiamat, on 5D Maldek. It is our 5D human angelic body that was the grand design from Creator. It's how we began this entire play before we descended. And we are going back to that. So launching ourselves through this equinox, releasing the wounds, accepting, forgiving, right? Forgiving. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. It's like at age 13, I tried to vomit out all of the fear-based programs that were coming into me, but I wasn't mature enough to handle fully awakening to my diamond sun body then. So it got squashed and packed back into me. And that's why the final culmination of this 1 month long mouth infection, because I need to spit it out. All of the 3D programs that did not honor my 5D essence, I have to spit them out and say, no, that's not mine. That's not for me. And yet I have to embrace and forgive it all, right? We cannot move on without totally accepting what has been. My housemate's making a lot of noise. He has a very loud voice. So I'll just let him finish up his phone call. Maybe I'll sing another song. So this song is a song about rising together. It's a very bird tribey song because we talk about wingtip to wingtip on our beautiful Earth ship. So all the avian DNA, we were created out of avian, cetacean, and what's the third one? Feline, right? So it's like cat, birds, and dolphins. That's the code, that the original creation code for the human, divine human body. So the birds, of course, the avians, right up there, that's the seraphim angels, right? So this song, the chorus is wingtip to wingtip on a beautiful Earth ship, spiraling evermore toward the dawn. And I have this whole song on YouTube with a slideshow, but I don't think it'll work. So I'm just going to show this beautiful picture. Maybe I'll do a different picture. Let's see. All right. Congratulations on your job. Woohoo. My housemate just got a new job. Yay. Okay, this is my screen. Let's find another picture. Well, some of these are like AI images, but this one's a really cool image. I love this. This is the owl woman who's teaching the owl daughter how to fly. And she's been raised in a human family. And she grew up in the public schools and all that stuff. But finally she goes to the forest and she finds out she came from the owl woman. And the owl woman manifested her. She's a winged child. Isn't that cool? And so that's the wings of the owl woman and the angel wings of the child. So here we go. We've been walking on this road. We've been carrying quite a heavy load. Such courageous souls to come into this earth. Oh yeah, baby. To dig down way so deep and take this precious birth. Drama at every turn, and yet the fire keeps on burning. I honor you for the depth of your path. I see the glory in your soul. You and I, together we fly. crossing a burning desert, barren desert. You couldn't see the fruit. If you tried to, you couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Surviving on breadcrumbs in the night, ancient future out of sight. Yet there were intimations of the light shining through like jewels through an underground window. So I'm going to, in the comments, I'm going to put the slideshow of this because I really wish I had it on, but I don't think it would, my signal would let it be smooth. Wingtip to wingtip on a beautiful earth ship, spiraling evermore toward the dawn. Wingtip to wingtip on a beautiful earth ship, spiraling evermore toward the dawn. And I don't think this transmission would be at all complete if I didn't talk a bit about the U.S. government and all that's going on there. And, you know, I might open a channel, just playing with my slideshows. I might open to channel a bit. I love this picture. Let's go ahead. I will go ahead and open to channel to get my human self out of the way and get into the higher octaves, which I like to do by chanting and toning. So I'll give myself a little bowl. Siaratare mara paleyo. Go deeper into the light. Go deeper into the light. Go deeper into the light. So as we go deeper into the light, we ask for a message from the wisdom councils of our brothers and sisters in the stars. Even the Divic spirits, the energy and essence of the earth herself. The galactic command. Andromeda, Lyra, the Pleiades, Sirius B, Cassiopeia. We just open to receive any messages that you might have for us at this time, an overview perhaps of understanding, even as we are in this great portal that will eventually deliver us into a new dawn. There is great unrest. Yes, as we come to you today, we We come with a message of support, of love, an injection of fortitude for this next leg of the journey, and an honoring of all you have come through thus far. This past couple of years especially has been like a marathon on the ascension path on your planet. The light workers, the star seeds, the volunteers have been working overtime to open portals, to process emotions, to take risks, to illuminate painful portals, so that these portals could be mended within your own hearts, souls, bodies, and minds, assisting greatly with Earth, with her entire portal system and her rising body, shedding so much of the pains of wars and massacres, of the bloodshed upon her. As you, the family of light, have been bringing in more and more and more of your love and your high frequencies, and joining with her to process these cataclysmic events of man's humanity to man, but also of the fallen galactic histories of the stars, the great wars on Orion, the great electric wars, the wars that led to infiltration of negative AI, that began cloning the Holy Father and the Holy Mother's body, and bringing forth this nightmare of what you have seen, not only on your Earth, but in many places in the galaxy, in the universe. And this is ending this cycle of tyranny, of false takeover, this dream that took you deep into the night is turning back towards source now. You have come through, you are in the darkest night, and yet you are emerging into the dawn, and there is great cleanup. There is great reconfiguration as you shed all vestiges. And even yet, here in the United States, the government, as we see, is catalyzing tremendous unrest. This is part of the great turning. This is part of the great turning. This government is here to help you let go of the entire paradigm of separation consciousness. This government, these two individuals are assisting with the, you would say, the die-off of the negative ego. And so as they leave us all in shock and awe as we watch one blow after another to human rights, to human decency, to economic balance, into total usurping of wealth through extreme narcissism and unconsciousness, one blow after another. We are seeing that they are overloading the system of humanity, and this is assisting the termination of the negative ego program of narcissism, greed, and service to self. The DNA is very fixated in the negative ego to claim and hold its separation consciousness. When things are going on according to plan and are not terribly good or terribly bad, the negative ego maintains its stable fixation, like a crystallized structure, yes? But when shock and awe comes into the system, almost like a smelling salt, when a being is about to go unconscious and you put that very stinky circular object under the nostrils and it stirs the being awake. This is very much what we see happening on this planet in many governments, but especially in the United States, taking the lead in bringing on the death of the negative ego by magnifying it and sticking it in our faces, the ugliness of it. We are waking up. We say the royal we of this vessel here speaking to you is part of the royal we of humanity. Yes. And yet we are connecting to her higher self on the Galactic Council in the Elohim of planet Earth, planet Tara, and planet Tiamat as well. So we of planet Tiamat, planet Tara, we of Earth Elohim are cheering you on as you go through this great changing of the guard on your planet. We cannot tell you exactly what is going to happen, but all of this is catalyzing a reorganization of humanity and an awakening. It is almost as if all this orchestra instruments in a great symphony have been laid on their chairs, placed on the chairs, because the symphony is going to perform. And this is the great wake-up call time, where you emerge from slumber, get out of your chairs in the audience, and go up to the chairs on the stage, take your instrument, and begin to play it. And playing together the symphony of your heart's awakening to your true grandeur, your true beauty of who you are, your sovereignty, your expanded selves are more miraculous than you could ever know. And as each one of you begins to rise and play your instrument, play the song of your soul, you will see a beauty unfolding, the emergent property of this beauty beyond anything you could have ever imagined. And so you are in the birth canal. You are receiving the smelling salts. You are letting go of everything that holds you in the lower reality of separation, judgment, comparison. All of it, an illusion of separation. Knowing that you are already loved, that you are home in your body. These bodies have not been able to hold the light of our higher beings, but the bodies are mutating. The energies are assisting in lifting our form into a substance that can carry the light. This is miraculous. As we dwell in gratitude, as we feel our gratitude of the excitement of unfolding our butterfly wings, even from within the darkest cocoon. In a crazy way, the darkness of the cocoon is facilitating the birth of the greatest light. It is the greatest show in any universe that is occurring on planet Earth. This has never been done before. Thank you. Reminding you to communicate with nature, reminding you to spend time on the land. Even if it is cold where you are, connect with the living creatures outside of your homes. Connect with the air molecules. Connect with the ice. Connect with the rivers. Connect with the sun. Connect with the starlight at night. This will assist you in the recalibration that is taking place through this great portal. Feel the wonder of being connected to all life. You are made of stardust and earth. Each one of you a precious and essential note in the body of creation. Cha 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 to 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 cha 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 to 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 ti 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 ka ha 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 hele tatai te te te. You see, a bit of seraphim bird code and a bit of dolphin, cetacean, aquafarian code coming in there, just to bless, just to sparkle and sprinkle the blessings, to hold us in this great transition, in a sparkling transitional womb. The womb for the birth of the miraculous. It is not easy to let go of so much of the old, but it must be done to enable the birth of the new. And yet you are held in so much love and admiration for your courage to be here at this time. It is the triathlon. It is the extreme sports of emotional, physical, spiritual transmutation. We honor you, great athletes who have chosen to carry your fire through the darkest of nights, persevering again and again, to be here at this auspicious time where all the codes to move into organic 5D are being supported. If you are still here, you are a miracle. This one is weary. This one is very ready for something new. And so with tenderness, we must treat ourselves through this time with great tenderness and much rest and simplicity. The more you can simplify your outer life, the more you can let these codes bless and transform you. And as we move into the eclipse, greater levels of transformation. And as we move forward into April and May, the first great shift of 2025 will be coming. So this is preparation for that first great shift. So be gentle with yourselves and with each other. As shadow emotions flare, we can project them on each other. Do your best to keep your own emotional body well cleansed. So we believe this is our transmission, but we will be speaking with you all through the great change, through this one. The more the diamond sun body begins opening the portals all the way back to the highest self, the more channeling is rather very much embodied. And so it is with this one. We do not have to go anywhere. We are available to her as she is fully grounded here in the human body. And so let us speak a moment about the diamond sun body, for it is your next level of evolution as a species. The diamond sun body is centered around the Ra center, Ra, the family of Ra. The family of Ra, this is the sun star of the Ra flame in the solar plexus. This has been very constricted under a false umbilicus architecture, which you could see as kind of a harness, smashing, squashing, and disfiguring the light body. As we birth into the diamond sun, we throw off the false umbilicus bondage, and the solar plexus begins to shine this incredibly expansive love. The mind and the heart have to come into full fusion. There's a complete surrender of negative ego to be able to explode the 3D mental body, which is actually in the solar plexus. It is not up here, it is here. So we must surrender massive amounts of the need to control, the need to believe we are a separate self, the need to impose our will on life itself. All of that has to be surrendered into this incredibly magnificent sun of shining ecstatic communion that obliterates the lower mind. It can be scary. I mean, sometimes when that raw center starts igniting, all your thoughts will just be gone, and all you'll be is light. But then it coalesces back in, and your ego comes back. But it is the no self that enables the ignition of this sun star in the solar plexus. This is the most important thing to know about the diamond sun body, is that it demands ego death at every layer. And yet the love, the bounty, the beauty, the infinite oneness with all that replaces that ego death is beyond anything that your ego ever could have given you. But this is the trade out. And the ego does not cease to exist, but it has to let go of all inhibiting patterns of attachment, control, the need to control is one of the biggest ones. And that is the gene key that's coming through the eclipse, gene key 21, whose shadow is the need to control. So releasing control, it's one of the hardest things to do. This is my life's work in the gene keys, is releasing control. I've been through 42 years of ego death. My human agenda frustrated every step of the way. And still I rise sometimes, needing to control. Big one, very big one. So let us surrender. Let us trust. Let us release fear. Let us love ourselves fiercely until love permeates our entire being. And we can be lifted into that higher atmosphere of 5D organic solar codes. It may feel very foreign. And these codes are coming in fast, and they rewrite so much of our experience in time. Also, remember the butterfly medicine. Remember the caterpillar to butterfly. If you have to get a picture of a butterfly, it will help. Get a picture of a caterpillar going into a cocoon and then expanding into a butterfly. That will help this whole thing. All right, I'm going to stop my share and I think wrap up pretty soon. Maybe I'll wrap up with a song. I don't think anyone has joined me. If anybody has questions, even if you're watching this in the future, go ahead and shoot me a question. And just, if a question comes up, send it to me. Comment on this Facebook Live, and I will do my best to answer that question. Of course, I'm available for private readings. Oh, okay. Let's just kind of tap in and see what wants to come at the end of this, the culmination of this transmission. Yeah, I'm hearing a very simple song. Very, very simple song. I think I'll just sort of beat my little drum here. Okay. Do it with this side. I will, excuse me. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. Sing along with that if you want. Such a beautiful chant. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am love. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. That's a good one to remember. It's moment by moment that we move through these upgrades. It's brand new energy. It's the opening to the now moment. Being in nature. Nature knows how to do this. It doesn't have this left brain. It's crazy left brain. All right. Much love to everybody here now and everywhere and then and the past, the present, the future, sending this love, sending this unconditional love, this honoring of our tremendous rite of passage as we move into another level of shifting in 2025 coming up in April and May as we exit the darkest night right here, March 21st. That's what so many people are saying. I do not doubt it. The veils are being lifted. Okay, much love to all. Bye for now.